Hey everybody, it's Heidi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. This is part 2 of my completed colorings from November 2021 to January 2023. It's been a very long time. If you watched part 1 of this completed colorings, you might have heard me talk a little bit about why I've been gone for so long, and I'll just restate it, I guess, now. There are a number of reasons, but the main reason is it's hard for me to keep my addiction to buying coloring books and coloring supplies and other craft supplies in check when I'm on YouTube all the time and taking all that in. So I try to, sometimes I go into periods where I'm not really into the YouTube thing so much, and I try to just stay away from it a little bit, which doesn't mean I haven't been watching people's videos. I've been watching all you colorists, what you've been doing, and keeping all tabs a little bit, not too much. But anyway, I don't want to go on and on about this. So I have another giant stack to go through of my completed colorings. I'm going to try not to go into too much detail about each one. Maybe just the basic medium, the main mediums used, and not too much about the specific brands and stuff like that. So let's get going. The first one I have is in Mystery Island by Coco. And I just did the This Book Belongs To page. This is a really cute book. And this is just with pencil. Next up is Nifty by Angie Grace, and this is a book for crayons and wide tip markers. And I've done a bunch with crayons in this book, but these pages that I have these were done with felt tip markers. And so it's got marker, it's got pencil shading, and then some Posca paint pen for the little dots. I'm really into these little dots for accents. I think it adds a lot to the page. So I really like how that one came out. And then I also did this one. Let's bring it up a little bit to show you the dots and things. So got those two in Nifty. Next up is Alan Roberts' The Beauty of Horror. And I did one page around Halloween this past year. I did the Head in the Jar page. This was super fun to do. Yeah, I had a good time with this one. And this one was just pencils for the jar and the head and everything. And then I used a water-based marker for the background. And we've got Floating Island by Coco. And I've done one page in here. This was also for Halloween. I did the haunted house page. I guess it's got everything. It's got a flying witch, pumpkins, I don't know. Yeah, this is the main subject is in just pencil, and then I used, I think it was a gold gel pen or a gold paint pen, I'm not sure which, for all the swirls in the background. It's got a little bit of a sheen. I don't know if you can tell. So there's that one. And then in the Beauty of Horror, Tricks and Treats by Ellen Robert, I have one page. This was for Halloween as well, this past year. And this is done in alcohol markers and pencil. And for the moon, I'm not sure if you can see it, the sparkle there, but I tried doing an experiment sort of with glitter and Mod Podge. It didn't really work. It left a kind of a weird rough texture, but it looks okay. And then in the Coloring Heaven Halloween Special, issue 66. This is from a couple of years ago. I did DM, which I think maybe stands for Deus Machina, I'm not totally sure, by Yuriko Shiro. Did this page. This was also around Halloween. And this was just pencil as well. I liked working on that one. It was something different for me. And in Halloween Horror by Color Questopia, I have one page. This ghouls and little ghost page, and I used alcohol markers for the base, and then I went over everything with color pencil. I don't remember if I followed the suggested colors or not. Maybe I did mostly and changed up a little bit, not too sure. But I like the way that one came out too. In Creative Haven's Erie and Entangled Art by Angela Porter, I did one page around Halloween time. This one, which was extremely fun to do. I always think hers are just, it's like playtime. I used, I think, yeah, alcohol markers, some pencil for shading, and then white gel pen for the accents. I'll just bring it up a little bit so you can see a little bit closer. It's got a lot of red in it, but I like it. I think it works. And then we've got Wee Wickets by Carla Magana, and I did a couple of pages in here for Halloween. The Vulture in the Graveyard, and this was alcohol markers with pencil on top. Seems to be one of my go-tos. And then this little cute guy with the bunny. I'm not sure what this guy is, but same deal. It was alcohol markers and pencil on top. Yeah, those two. And then switching from Halloween, we've got Fanciful Sea Life by Marjorie Sarnat. And I think this was last summer sometime. I did this lobster page, and this was, I think this was, yeah, most of it was alcohol markers, and then I spent a lot of time on the background with pencil. If there's a big background like this, I tend to like to use pencil to kind of get a gradient going, and I don't trust myself to do that with alcohol marker. So it takes a long time, but I like the effect in the end more. And then I might have used, nope, I didn't use any glittery anything on this page. There's that one. And Home Sweet Home by Teresa Goodridge. I did this page. I think this was last summer too. This page called to me out of the whole book, obviously, because it's a craft desk. Very exciting. Got your knitting basket, pencils, paints, all kinds of stuff. This was super fun to do. This was, I think, exclusively pencils. Excuse me. And then next up we have a couple books from Rita Berman. I just got Rita Berman's books. I'm way late to the party. I haven't really colored too much in these yet. I've just done a couple little things. So this is My Winter Walk. And I did this a couple months ago. Using a color palette, very sort of muted, not too exciting. It does have some sparkle from Silver Gel Pen, but just, you know, very simple. And then also I have my Autumn Walk, and these are not that exciting at all. I've barely dipped my toe into these books. I just did this little intro mushroom just to try out the paper and see what it's like. That was fun. It was cute. And then I just did this. When I wasn't feeling like doing anything else, I just did this wallpaper page. Nothing exciting at all, just filling in spaces basically. And this was with water-based markers. And this one is Welcome to Tatiana Bogema's Coloring World by Tatiana Bogema-Stolova. And I think, yeah, this was the first one I colored in here. And I believe I did this one around Halloween. Maybe it was in September. Kind of getting into the fall season. It's adorable. Look at these little cute mice. They're so cute. So this one was fun and pretty quick, even though it looks like a lot of coloring because it's sort of grayscale. But this was done in all pencils. I like it. I like how that one came out. And next we have Creative Haven's Mandala Decorations by John Wick. And I did this page with alcohol markers. And I remember when I did this, it didn't turn out exactly how I'd intended it to. It looks very dark. This dark blue is extremely dark and very bright, but it's okay. You know, whatever. It is what it is. And then I have Geometric Interlude Volume 2 by Kyle Wood. And these are fun. These are really different, unusual geometric designs that he's created. And these are just, I find these really fun to do because I just go nuts with them. And although you do have to think a bit on some of these about how the pattern is working out. I think this was just with yeah, water-based markers, and I remember having just a lot of fun with it. In Creative Havens, Tranquility by Diane Pearl. I did this page. And I remember this book is one that I got on extreme sale, and I didn't really know what to expect at all. They're all sort of the same. These are like right up my alley though. Like this is the kind of thing I like to draw, sort of, when I draw, or I used to. So yeah, this is just really meditative and fun, and you can do whatever you want with color and not worry about it. So this is my pinks and purples swirly organic shapes page, and yeah, really happy with that one. Next I have a Metamorphia by Kirby Rosanis, and I did this. I don't know if this is considered a double page spread or not, but I don't really think of it that way. So I just did one half of it. I did this kind of Day of the Dead themed flowers and skull, and tried to keep it sort of a limited palette. I like that. That was fun to do. And then in Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson, I did one page. This was, I think, last spring or summer. I just did this little frog with the tree. This was all in pencil. And I did a little bit of pink shading in the background. I don't know if you can see that very well on camera. And this is a magazine, Color Art. I just picked this up at, I think it was Joanne Fabrics. I did a few pages in here, and I like this book because of this magazine, because the pages are coated with something. I'm not sure what, but water-based markers go down really well on it, and they don't show the streaking quite as much as on other paper. Seems to be, the paper is not quite as absorbent as, say, Amazon paper. So I did this page with water-based markers. I think all of these are. This page, which I really love. And this page. And then this page was kind of recent. And I did a little bit of stippling. I don't know if you can see that in the center. Yeah, so all water-based markers in this book, Color Art. There's no author information. I think it's like a what do you call it? Shutterstock? I'm not sure. And then Coloring Ending, Mexico by Malakara and Gale. I have this cute little axolotl page, which I just love. It was so much fun to do. This is just super cute. I think I did alcohol markers with pencil for shading. And I don't think there's any sparkly bits on this page. I really like that one. And then in La Magia de Luna, or The Magic of Luna by Luna Portnoy. And I think she is from Argentina. I got this book in Mexico. Yeah, Argentina. I just did this mandala page with water-based markers. And Nature Mandalas by Melpomene Chatzipanagiotu, I think is how, something like that. I did the cover page, the feathers and birds. And this was pencil mostly. And then I have a little bit of, I think it was Sparkle Pop, that really shimmery gel pen in some of the feathers. I don't know if you can see. It's pretty subtle. But yeah, another beautiful book by her. This was my first one here. And then we got Pop Manga Dragons and Other Magically Mythical Creatures by Camilla D'Errico. And I did this cute pink and purple page. I don't remember when this was, when I did this. But again, pencil mostly, or maybe all pencil. I think I did use a little bit of the King Art gel sticks, just applied dry with a brush for some of the pink in the background. Yeah, but I like that page. And up next we have Wild Techulations by John Wick. And this was a book that I was lucky enough to win in a giveaway from Lisa from Coloring My Way. And I did one page in here, the kitties, very, very stylized kitties. Pink and purple again. This is a really fun book. They're all animals or animal related. That one's a person, but most of them are anyway. Yeah. It's a little different for him. In 50 Ocean Miniatures by Camelia Angelkova, I did this page. It's the cover image. And I think I went by, roughly, the color scheme of the front. And it turned out pretty cute, I think. And this was, yeah, alcohol markers with pencil on top. And I don't see any sparkles or anything. So this part 2, this video is going much faster than the first one did. I'm almost to the end. I've got just a few more books. I did a page in Yippee Kawaii Yay Mandala Magic Volume 2 by Danny Banani of Unusual Suspects. These are all Kawaii Mandalas. If I can get to the page. And I did this page, which is called Wholehearted, with all the donuts. I'm gonna have to hold this one up because it's so small. A lot of pastels in this one. This was super, super fun to do. Just love these mandalas. And I think, I don't know, yeah, I think it's all just pencil. There's no embellishments or anything. And then we've got A Million Owls by Lulu Mayo, and I did one page in here. This lady owl with the kitty, no, two kitties on her hat in pinks and browns. Lulu Mayo's books are always really fun to do. And I feel pretty happy with how that came out. And that was, I don't know if I said, this is all pencil too. I don't think there were any embellishments or anything. In Mythographic Paradise by Fabiana Atanasio, I did one page. Did this page here, and this one I used, looks like I used alcohol markers for all the blue in the background. And then I did the sunflowers in pencil. I used pencil on the planets. I think I've got sparkle. Do I? Yeah. I don't know if you can see. I think I used a sparkly watercolor for the stars and on the ring around that planet. And I tried to cover up all the hidden images just by ignoring them and coloring them the way the background appears, and I think it works for the most part. You don't really see them unless you're looking for them. But I was really happy to see that they've stopped putting the hidden objects in the books. There have been a few lately that are just the beautiful images without all the hidden stuff, which makes me happy. And then lastly, we've already gotten to the bottom of this stack. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. We have the Coloring Ending Calendar for 2022 by Malakara and Gail. And of course, when I got this, my intention was to do one each month. And that didn't happen. So I only did one in here. I did January, and I did this with alcohol markers. But it's pretty, I like it. Pretty and bright. And no pencil or anything. I think it was just straight markers. But hopefully I will still get to some of the other pages, even though the year is long gone. So that is the end of part 2 of my completed pages for November 2021 through January 2023. And I hope to be making these videos more often. I hope it won't be such a long time before my next one. We'll see how it goes, see how I feel. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've colored. Hope you've been enjoying your colorings in the past months and year. And take care, and I will see you in the next one.